Good morning, everybody. I was looking on Google Maps yesterday and I discovered this very small graveyard. No church, just a little wooden hut for shelter. The majority of the graves appear to be quite new. Well, I say new, I mean in comparison to your stereotypical very old graves. Some of the older ones on this side. But I'm convinced when I was looking at the map, there was this, because it's very small, this small section, but the map gave the impression there was another section beyond these hedges, but it's just farmers' fields. It's quite open, so I'm so pleased it's not a windy day. Having said that, I did forget to bring me gloves. Man, it is so cold this morning. Good morning, spirits. I've come along this morning in the hope to communicate with anybody that's willing to or able to. My name is Dave. Oh wow, look at this grave. It looks so new. However, it is dated 2002, so that's well maintained that. I mean no harm to anybody here. I don't wish to be harmed. I've got no church to go and run and hide to. But I'm just here with the intention of communicating, if possible. Is there any spirits here that are willing to come forward? If you could maybe talk into any devices that I'm wearing or holding. You let me hear your voice. If you give me your name, whisper in my ear, I could maybe find your grave and I can have a little chat with you. He's all okay with that. Just to give you an idea, guys, of the sort of location where I am. There's a big farm out back there. A village that I passed through. Fields upon fields. And look how bleak it is this morning. So come on, spirits, can anybody come forward and communicate? As I say, I mean no harm. I'm just here to chat. I'd like to think that you're all resting in peace. But then again, I'm looking at some of the ages of some of these people that have died. I mean, there's some, 79 years old, 68 years old. I've just seen a shadow figure or something. Something caught movement in my eye anyway. Was it a shadow figure? Maybe it's not. I don't want to jump to any conclusions. Conclusions? Is that the right word? You know what I mean. It's early. But anywho, I thought I saw movement of something right where that tree is there. Just briefly. But yeah, there's an age of someone here, 46. I mean, that's no age at all. Oh God. There's a 17-year-old here. Are there any spirits here that want to talk to me? I just want to know your story. I'm particularly interested in the ones who died at such a young age, to be honest. I'm seeing a 17-year-old, 46-year-old, or 48-year-old. Could anybody maybe tell me how you died? Did anybody die in an accident? Or maybe it's, I don't know, an illness of some sort. I'm very suspicious about this grave. Not suspicious, but you know what I mean. It's very small, and I'm thinking a child. Oh. 4 years old. Died December the 23rd, 1948. 1948. Now that grave looks like it was 2008. That is very, very well looked after. Now there's a 57-year-old. Oh, 8 years old. Yeah, I think that's 1939. Very hard to see. That one is even worse. Graves under the tree. So this graveyard's not that old. I mean, some of the graves look absolutely ancient, but the ones that I've seen, like the old ones of the dates that I can read, I've seen 1920s, 1939, 1940. Oh, hang on, what's that? That's not the age, that's the Second World War. But yes, they're not that old in comparison to some graves where you're getting the 1800s and what have you. Any spirits want to come forward? Military grave here. Royal Warwickshire. There's something quite spooky about these graves under the trees. I'm sure the trees weren't that big once these graves were originally made. Oh, there's a very small grave there. Oh, 7 weeks old. If any spirits want to come forward, as I say, I mean no harm. I'm just here to talk. I hope you're okay with that. I was wondering what that noise was. When I heard that from behind this tree here, I initially thought they were footsteps or something. Right, guys, I thought I'd sort of try and do a call out of some sort around about where these trees are. It's a little bit sheltered. It is so damn cold. And I tell you what, forgetting to bring me gloves, Jesus, so I'm going to keep my hands in my pockets as often as I can. Are there any spirits here want to communicate with me? For the benefit of any spirits that didn't hear me earlier, my name is Dave. I've just come here to have a little chat. That's all. I mean, no harm. Right, not just for the spirits of the people or the person that's buried in this grave here, but for the benefit of any spirit, the device I put down that's shown the green light is just a device called K2. The spirits are believed to emit electromagnetic energy, and that device will detect that. So if you come forward and touch that device, you should make the lights change from the green up to the yellow, maybe it's the orange or the red, depending on how strong you are, how much energy you've got. I've got a spike there, guys. Is that a spirit coming forward? See if I can see a name on this grave. Now the surname is Collins. I can't make out you. Is it Thomas? Looks like Thomas Collins. Is that you? Thomas, is that you trying to communicate with me? I have been in places before where the spirits have been strong enough to knock that over. It would be fantastic if a spirit has enough energy to do that and push that device over. Now, it is a little bit breezy this morning. It's not windy, just a little breezy. Bloody cold as well. I've said that before, haven't I? But the breeze is coming from my left towards the right. It's not a strong breeze, and I believe it wouldn't be strong enough to push the K2 over. Certainly not. So if a spirit could come forward and maybe push that device over, or even just make the lights go up. If you make the lights go up, I can assume that you're there, and I can use that as a yes and a no. So every time I ask you a question, you could acknowledge me by a flicker of lights. Would you be able to do that? Not just the spirit of Thomas, but, oh, there's a Thomas there as well, the same name. Hang on. looks like 1918, and this one 1916. Two Thomas Collins. That's unusual to have two names, unless it's father and son, granddad, something like that. Am I assuming that these two graves here is father and son, or son and granddad, maybe? Would you be able to confirm that? Flicker there, guys. That's great. Thank you so much. Father and son, or son and granddad. Wow, that was on command, that was brilliant. Thank you so much. This is what I'm here for, just to chat. As I say, I mean no harm, and I don't want to be harmed by anybody, by anything. Are you okay where you are? Are you in a happy place now? The stereotypical place called heaven. I say stereotypical place because us that are still living, nobody seems to be 100% sure. A lot of people believe it, but there's no definitive proof. But we just assume when we die, flicker there. So thank you for that. Oh, I'm just getting a real, I know it's cold, I've said before, but I'm just getting a real cold shiver as somebody just, you know, when they say, oh, someone's just walked over my grave type thing. Yeah, I've had that. So you can confirm there is a heaven. Can you confirm there's a hell? Because I really believe that hell is here on earth. I don't believe when you die, if you've done wrong things, another flicker there. If you've done wrong things, I don't believe you go to a place called hell. I just believe that you stay in this plane, sort of in purgatory, until you've either been forgiven and then, or given a period of time, then you can go to heaven. It's not a bad theory that though, when you think about it. I believe hell is hell on earth. And when you die, if there is a heaven, if you've been a bad person, maybe you stay here. That's not to say that because the spirits wander here, that they're stuck here. Obviously, they have the ability to come and go, I believe. Am I right? Am I right what I say about that theory of my thoughts anyway? So you died 1916 at the age of 65 years old. Now, that would have been during the First World War. But at 65 years old, I wouldn't have thought you would have been a soldier. Did they have people at that age during the war? 65. Did you fight in the war? Or maybe you contributed to the war in other ways. Maybe you worked down a coal mine. There's a little spike straight away there. Did you work down a mine? You didn't by any chance fall ill from the work that you were doing, did you? Yes. Thank you. You're now joined with your wife. So he died 27th of April 1916, 65 years old. And your wife died in 1932. It's 79 years old. So you're now together. Are you both at peace together? Guys, I don't know if it's my eyes, but it looks like the K2's moved slightly. It's slightly moved to the left, it seems. I don't know. As I say, any little breeze that I have got here, it is blowing that way. But I don't know. Maybe it's just my eyes, I don't know. Are you able to move that device with the green light? It's very, very light. Maybe if two of you together could come forward and use your energy. You know, sometimes I really don't like using the Spirit Talker, but sometimes I'm sort of like that used to using it. I feel like it's one of them. I feel obliged because the curiosity gets the better of me because of the names and stuff. So, you know, we got Thomas and Collins here. It'd be very interesting if them names come up on this device. Tell you what, let's have a little look. We've got an A. Worrell from the Royal Engineers. Thomas and his wife. John Crumpton. Is that Ella? I can't really make out the name. It's very, very deteriorated. We've got a John Hull. Injury. Now then, there's a military grave just here. He was a Royal Engineer, a sapper. That would have been dealing with explosives. So your initial is A and your surname is Worrell. By any chance, is this any relation to the spirit of Mr. Worrell here, who was a Royal Engineer? You died at 28 years old. You know, just because your grave is there, I just thought I heard some. Sorry, I just thought I saw something there for just, I don't know. Sometimes, you know, you lose your train of thought. Something just... Distraction. I thought I was going to say distraction because that's how I feel right now. Now, an injury and destruction. And here, a Royal Engineer lies, who was a sapper during the war, dealing with explosives. It's kind of relevant, isn't it, really? You know, sometimes this spews out a load of jargon, but...
Can you play music?
I could play music, but unfortunately, if I do that, where I upload my videos, I'll get a copyright strike for that. So I've got to be very careful. But if you're on about if I can physically play music, as in like an instrument, not really. I can play a couple of chords on a guitar, but that's about it. So anyway, yes.
Understand.
Oh, wow. Thank you. Understand. That's like when you're saying something to someone, and okay, yeah, I understand. Man, all 4 words seem to be very, very relevant. But anyway, getting back to the sapper here, Mr. Worrell, your grave is here. But because your grave is there, it doesn't mean to say that you can't use that device.
Scar.
A scar. A scar from an injury, from the destruction. I guess you may have had many scars. You must have died. Although scars would have meant an injury and a healing. So, but it could have been from a previous injury, being a sapper. But yeah, you can use that device as well. Mr. Worrell, I don't know what your first name is. Is it Anthony? Andrew? Is your name Anthony? If you could make the lights flicker on there. Or is it Andrew? Maybe you could see your name in this device. It was gone fairly quiet for a minute. Thomas, are you still here with us?
Can you play music?
Now that's weird, because that's just come up twice now. You know what? What I said before when I said it's kind of relevant, but then when it comes up, when it repeats, I don't know. Thomas, are you still here? Could you maybe make the lights flicker if you're still here with me? Or is your wife here with me? Is this your grandson or your son? 32 years old, 65 years old. Right, I'm going to put because of the age difference, I'm going to assume that this is your son here, where I have this K2 on his grave. And I mean no disrespect by putting that on your grave.
Panic.
There's nobody panicking here, is there? There's nobody panicking here, is there? Thomas, are you still there? Maybe your son can come forward. Or Mr. Worrell here.
I'm only 7.
Oh, okay. Hang on, did I not see a child? I saw a child's grave before. Now, what was the age? There was was it 4 years old? Was there a 7 years old? Or was it 7 months? I can't remember now. You're only 7. Could you tell me, are you male or female? Could you maybe tell me where your grave is? And I can come and have a little chat with you.
Good evening.
Well, I would say good evening, but it's morning. Could the spirit of the child that is only 7 maybe come forward? You can play with that device. Well guys, I'm going to put this down. It's an EMF pump. I think I've only used it once or twice since I bought it. It's not that I keep forgetting about it, just sometimes it depends on where I am. I think, you know what, I'll give it a miss, but I'll give it a try today. So spirits, this device produces electromagnetic field. Now when I say come forward, and you can use my energy or use the energy of any devices that I have.
Painted neck.
Painted neck. Tattoos on your neck? Yeah, this device will produce a lot of electromagnetic energy, and you can use that to come forward. I shall put this here. If any spirits that want to come forward, use any device. Is the spirit of the 7-year-old with me? If you could use this device on my hand to tell me your name. My name is Dave. I'm only here to chat with you. As I say, I mean no harm. Is there a spirit able to push that device over with the green light on? You could build up enough energy from that device.
Pay attention.
Pay attention. Well, I'm concentrating. I'm trying to pay attention. But I'm wondering if there's any spirits here that are not paying attention. Are there any spirits here that are just playing with me?
Bliss.
Bliss. It would be bliss if any spirits could come forward. How about a spirit maybe show themselves? The device, the pump, produces enough electromagnetic energy. You could probably show yourself to me if you stood over that. Or if I can't see you in the moment, maybe you could show yourself on that camera there, using that device. Would you have the ability to do that?
Harriet.
Harriet, finally we got that name I've been asking for. Now the thing is, Harriet, it was up on the last video. I can't remember if I posted this video yet, because as I'm stood here now, the video that I'm on about in my head, I believe I haven't yet uploaded to YouTube. It's edited, it's done, it's ready to go. Well, I'm sure on that video, or it might have been the previous video, I can't remember. But anyway, there was 2 girls' names, but I was in a Cannock chase, and one of them, if I remember right, was Harriet. So it just goes to show that the spirit talker does produce a lot of repetitive names. It's just a name bank. I think it's just entertainment purposes. I do believe that if this was 100% genuine.
It's nice to talk again.
See, it's nice to talk again. I've never been here before, unless spirits are able to follow me from one graveyard to another. But if this is relevant for the moment for any particular location, like woods, forest, graveyards and stuff, that's great. But I do question the legitimacy of this when certain words are being repeated.
You are balanced.
I'm balanced. I'm bloody freezing. So on that note, I'm going to knock that off. But for the benefit of any doubt, I've put the ghost tube on and let's see if there's any similarity. In the meantime, if I could ask any spirits to come forward, use this device here. This will help you communicate. And I would love it if you could show yourself a full manifestation right in front of me. That would be brilliant, that. I could put my hand out and shake your hand.
Kayla.
Kayla. K-A-Y-L-A. Kayla. That's kind of a new-ish, modern name. I wouldn't have thought from these times. Seeing a James all over there, an Olive, Mabel, with the surname Collins. These are Collins. Wow, I could have heard, I just heard somebody, just a voice there. In fairness, it could have been a bird or something, I don't know. It could have been a rustling of the branches. Got an Anne in front of me here. So can anybody come forward?
Stop recording.
You want me to stop recording? Could you tell me why you want me to stop recording? If I stop recording, then the people I'm recording this for won't be able to see any further of this investigation. So I'm sorry, but I can't stop recording. But I think I will be soon because I want to go home and get warmed up. Well, could you tell me why you want me to stop recording?
Have you been before?
No, I haven't been here before. I thought I had been here before. I've been to a graveyard close by this area, very near here, but I've not been here before. As I say, the road is just there. I may well have passed by.
Help.
You want some help? What do you need help for? Is there a reason why you need help? Are you okay where you are? Do you feel safe where you are? So it just said like, so don't forget to give the video a like. Could you tell me what you need help for, but also could you tell me who you are? I mean, the name said Kayla. I'm not seeing a Kayla, not in my immediate area. Let me just have a quick look over here. That was John. No, that's Ella, that's John. Harriet. Alfred, and another Alfred.
Can you repeat?
Could I repeat what? See, I do believe that this is a little bit sort of irrelevant today. Mr. Worrell, are you able to communicate through this device here? Just to let me know they're here. Let's get back to the conversation
I'm
where
not sure.
you're not sure. Well, how about I put this device here next to your grave? Now it's closer to your grave. You could use that energy to communicate through this device here. The sound in the background, guys, is a couple of people riding horses. Clippity clop of the hooves. So if there's any...
Disrespectful.
Who's been disrespectful? There's nobody here being disrespectful. I come here with a full respect. And there's just a couple of horse riders passing by. There's nothing disrespectful about that. Are you on about me putting that device next to your grave being disrespectful? Because I don't mean any disrespect by doing that. I'm just doing that to help you maybe use the energy from that. But as I say, getting back to Mr. Worrell here, would you be able to come forward and communicate through this device with the green lights? Could you tell me more about your time during the war? Could you tell me what it was that you did? Did you plant landmines or did you clear landmines?
It's possible.
Did you help building bridges? Or maybe Mr. Collins and his son, or Mr. Collins and his wife. Would you be able to come forward one more time? Would you be able to communicate through the device with the lights? I'd love to know if you're at peace, but I also hope that I haven't disturbed your peace by being here, because that's not my intention. I don't mean to disrespect you in any way. Like I say, I come with a full respect. But also, getting back to earlier, the child who said they were only 7 years old. Are you still with me, maybe? Are you able to come forward and touch that device with the green light? Maybe use that device there. It'd be fantastic if you could. Or I'm asking any spirits that wander this graveyard, any spirits that come and go from this graveyard, come forward and let me know that you're here with me by way of make those lights flicker.
You shouldn't be here.
I shouldn't be here. I know, I should be at home in bed. It's my day off.
Purgatory.
Purgatory. Now, didn't I not mention that before? Sort of like between heaven and hell. This is hell when you die. If you're not ready to go on, if you've been bad, you stay in purgatory until it's your time. Just a theory. But could you tell me why I shouldn't be here? As someone that likes to communicate with the spirit world, I think this is the perfect place. A lot of people believe, or don't believe, that cemeteries and graveyards aren't haunted, but they really are. Is there anybody else within this cemetery or this graveyard able to come forward? The reason I've concentrated my investigation at this side is because there is some sort of shelter from these trees, because it's such an open area. But I'm inviting you to come across under the shelter of these trees to come and talk to me. And if anybody can let me know that they're here with me, please make the lights flicker. I think very soon, because I've got a lot to do today, I need to be heading back. But before I do head back, I would love some sort of communication by way of the lights flickering on this device here. Or even better, if you could push it over. Tell you what I'll do, I'll knock this device off. Right, let's have enough of spirit talkers and what have you. I've got a cow mooing in the background and I can hear children nearby in a school, what sounds like a school playground. So the morning is moving on. The day is getting busier. I've got to be heading back soon. I've got stuff to do. We're just approaching 9:30 in the morning. I've been here a good hour in the freezing cold. I would love it and appreciate it so much if in this graveyard I've had a lot of disembodied voices. I've not heard nothing in the moment. There was some really good spikes on this earlier when I believe I was communicating with Thomas Collins, and maybe his son, who's also called Thomas Collins. If you could confirm that by way of making the lights flicker, that would be fantastic. But spirits need a lot of energy, and I understand that. So maybe you've exhausted your energy. Which is why I brought this out, to try and help you. Spirits, I'm going to be heading off soon. Would anybody be able to say goodbye by the way of means of making that flick? I just flickered there. Thank you. I just want to say thank you very much. If you have been communicating, if you've tried to communicate, I do appreciate that. I want to say thank you. And we got flicking there. Absolutely brilliant. Well guys, before I do head off, I'm just going to give a couple of minutes with the spirit box just to see if anything comes up. So we got, I don't know, There's Olive, Mabel, we've got John here, and Collins, Mr. Worrell, and there was a John. But anyway, let's see what we get on this. Can any spirits come forward? I was talking over that. Female voice there. Couldn't make out. Can any spirits communicate through this device, please? Thomas, are you here? Could you say my name? Just a way of communicating, so I know you're here with me. If you say my name or your name, or a Mr. Worrell. Anybody able to? If you could just confirm, wherever it is you are, I assume heaven. Who are you? My name is Dave. Could you confirm you're at peace in heaven? That sounded quite sinister. Is every spirit of this graveyard at peace? Well, a few names and phrases came out there, and I'll see when I get home with the headphones on if any of that made sense or was relevant. Ooh. Well guys, I kind of felt positive about that investigation there. In parts, felt a bit positive. Some of it felt irrelevant with the spirit talker, I thought. Well, relevant at the beginning, but when it starts repeating, like I say. But anyway, I'm going to bring this video to an end now, guys. Once again, I really hope you enjoyed it. I always enjoy making these videos, regardless of the temperature. So, with that, I just want to say thank you very much for watching again. Don't forget, smash the like button, hit the subscribe if you're new, if you're just passing by and you like the stuff that you see, subscribe. Post notification bell will alert you for all new videos that I upload. And with that, I want to say, everybody, take care, stay safe, and particularly today, stay warm. And I'll see you guys all on the next video. Take care, and bye for now.